time for the ride home in ENC.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
This is your 5 o'clock drive with Patrick Johnson.
Holy mackerel!
More news, more interviews, more ECU stories than you can shake a stick at. Hey, stop shaking that stick. This is the Patrick Johnson Show.
Pirates win! Pirates win!
On 94.3 The Game.
Welcome in to the Patrick Johnson Show here on this Victory Monday edition. The East Carolina Pirates have defeated the FAU Owls by a score of 42-3. This will allow the Pirates to finish 8-4 in the regular season and 6-2 in the American Conference, the most regular season wins for the Pirates since 2014, and the most conference wins at 6 in the American Conference era. I'm Philip Pilkington. Patrick Johnson is making his way in as we speak. You know how Greenville traffic goes. A little primer for the day. Mike Mullis is about to join us, so we will talk with him about everything going on in and around Pirate Athletics, as we do have a big week ahead for you in Pirate Athletics. We'll tell you about that more here in a moment. Also, Jim Szoke set to join us, the voice of the Pirate football team, talk about potential bowl destinations and whatnot, and also talk about the Panthers' big victory over the Los Angeles Rams. Moving forward, as for the rest of the week, tomorrow, reminder, it is tonight, Inside Pirate Athletics from right here at Tiebreakers. That will begin at 6 o'clock on the ECU Sports Network. You can hear it right here on 94.3 The Game, 94.3thegame.com, and the IBX Media app. Tomorrow, same deal, but it'll be at 6:30 airtime for Pirate basketball. It'll be a just after 7 o'clock tip as the Pirates host UMass, and then on Wednesday, it's going to be women's basketball, followed by another men's game on Saturday. That will kind of be our brief primer for the week ahead. We are going to take our first time out here on the Patrick Johnson Show. Patrick Johnson and Mike Mullis join us on the other side here on the Monday edition.
The team of Flatlands Jessup is working overtime to help ensure that Eastern North Carolinians like you get the health insurance help you need this open enrollment period. New legislation passed, meaning more people than ever qualify for affordable coverage. Let us help you today.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers in Greenville, plus the all-new Tiebreakers in Winterville. Do real burgers better than anybody. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, real burgers at its best.
Everybody loves burgers.
Big tax credits are back. Get a 30% tax credit, up to $2,000 off your new Mitsubishi electric heat pump install. Let Comfort Master help you take advantage of the tax credits with a qualifying Mitsubishi electric ducted heat pump or non-ducted Mitsubishi electric mini splits. Mitsubishi electric mini splits are ideal for bonus rooms, garages, or sunrooms. If you need a new HVAC unit, call Comfort Master today.
Call Comfort Master. Call Comfort Master.
You know what the problem is with standard belts? Usually you have to choose between too tight or the opposite, too loose. But with Anson Belt and Buckle, you don't have to choose. We got rid of the holes and instead have a track system designed for micro adjustability. That way you can enjoy a perfect fit every time. Anson Belt and Buckle. Find your perfect fit today.
Healthwise Pharmacy rounds the bases with all of your infusion, retail, compounding, and medical equipment needs. Locally owned and operated by pharmacist Marcy Parker, Healthwise has grown to be your most trusted provider for infusion services. Currently providing in-home or on-site infusions in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Visit Healthwise Pharmacy at 615B South Memorial Drive or call 252-295-0059 to speak to a patient service representative to find the option that best suits your needs.
In this age of globalization, we've learned that bigger isn't always better. Ever tried to get phone help from a big corporation from a real person? Right. That's what's so nice about Phelps Chevrolet. After more than 50 years serving our community, Phelps remains family-owned and operated. Mike, Daryl, Wave, West, Alan, and Clay deliver hometown service and integrity, same as always. They share your experience, they share your values, and they are ready to help with any motoring need. Come get you one.
Tired of the 1-800 numbers advertising Medicare products? Flatlands Jessup has 6 offices all throughout eastern North Carolina. You get face-to-face help from our local award-winning licensed team. Stop by today. Flatlands Jessup, your whole world covered.
We're back to the show.
I missed you. We all missed you. Did you miss them?
This is the Patrick Johnson Show on 94.3 The Game.
All right, welcome in. Thanks for being with us. Patrick Johnson, Philip the Ref Pilkington, intern DeMarco, who's a tech-savvy guy, is what Pilk is saying in the break.
He assisted Dom.
And then Dom Szoke got us on, so God bless you, Dom. Mike Mullis, as we start the Patrick Johnson Show from Tiebreakers.
What's happening?
How are you?
Everything's great. How about you?
I'm pretty good. You know, I think there's 2 things at play here. 3 things at play.
Okay.
One, I think you stay ginned up so much that when you get a bunch of days off, your body just wants to...
Hard to get out of the gates.
It's been hard to get out of the gates today. I think the amount of calorie-rich food that I've enjoyed the last few days.
That's real. And
It's
the
real
whole
stuff.
the whole tryptophan thing. Maybe there's more
It's
to
real.
it.
Yeah.
It's the body in motion will stay in motion. A body at rest will stay at rest.
Right.
And, Patrick got to, for the first time in probably 12 months, from Wednesday morning to about Saturday, actually turn his phone off and not have
Sunday.
people bothering it until Sunday. Yeah. And not bothering him. So the brain became at rest for once for Patrick Johnson. I think that's what the
and
the
then
issue is.
we go from 40 to 70 back to 40. I think,
Yeah. Well, I think we're making a lot of excuses.
No, I'm just.
I think at the end of the
now
day,
he's blaming
it's-
Mother
hey,
Nature. I was
it's-
trying to assist him. Now he's blaming Mother
It's
Nature.
it's go time, PJ.
No, I get that.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, when you reach a certain age, you got to warm up before you can turn it back
I'm
on.
glad I haven't reached that age.
I think you've surpassed that age.
It's just on all the time.
It's on all the time.
All the time.
Hearing some of your... See, I just had, my little break was a lot more chill than your holiday break, just hearing some of your stories.
Oh, I've got too many kids. I mean, we got boys going different directions and in-laws that have needs and, all the things that are. So,
and we Pilkington, the grass doesn't grow. I mean, he was everywhere but relaxing this weekend.
Yeah, no, because it was trip to Charlotte. Visit the family, of course. On my way back to Greenville, stopped in Raleigh, caught a hockey game with our guy Wags. Worked the AM Saturday, drove to D.C. Sunday, went to Skins Broncos last night, got about 3 hours of sleep, and now we're here.
Now that is youth.
That's youth.
That is youth.
That is youth right there.
Yeah, that sounded like he had done something wrong, and that was his penance. That was the punishment for having a transgression. Somebody
Remember
said, hey,
when you would when you would be sent to bed early? Remember?
Oh, it's a privilege.
Now
it's an absolute.
If I could get in bed at those, I would commit felonies if I was punishable by sleep.
Yeah, there is some things that are permanently sleep.
Sure,
punished.
I understand.
Yeah, so probably want to stay away from those.
Misdemeanors
might be okay.
All right.
Yeah, that may be okay.
We want you to be able to vote in national elections, PJ.
Okay.
And,
I would want to I'd do a misdemeanor if the punishment was, hey, we'll send you to bed early.
Fair enough.
Oh, really? Good. That's great.
Uh-oh. We better watch out, Mully. We're gonna walk out. We're just get a nice little punch to the nose or something. I don't know.
No, he's not a violent offender.
No, not a violent offender. Just
money laundering.
Don't say that either. All right, Mike Mullis is here. Mully is. I'm watching right now. Lane Kiffin on the screen. And Pilk, you may need to have a rotating top 5 because we'll probably hit on a lot of the things here.
Yeah, the top 5 is very broad topics today. Coaches hiring and firing was just one topic.
Sure.
And we were going to hit on them all.
But here's the Kiffin thing, and I don't look. He's not to be trusted. He will not finish his career at LSU. He probably realized he could not win a national championship at Ole Miss. And he's being paid over $90 million.
I can tell you this, and to address kind of not in the order you gave them, but the national championship at Ole Miss, I think it's a possibility. I don't know how probable it is, but they are America's sweetheart right now.
Sure.
Everybody in the world's hoping to see that work out. Do I think he'll finish at LSU? No. Can he be trusted? Not in certain realms, but I'll tell you what you've got with him.
Oh, no, they will win.
And that
they'll win.
If Alabama comes open, there's a good chance that he'll run at it. So, I mean, you know what you've got with a guy like Lane Kiffin. Man, he has had some of the nastiest professional divorces that we've ever seen.
Well,
about
he's a drama queen. He's a drama queen.
He's a lightning rod. Sure, he attracts the attention that I think he likes so much. And I will tell you, I am thoroughly excited about LSU at Ole Miss next year.
Oh.
I mean, that's
one of those you got to figure out a way to get in the building.
Man,
that'd be great to go.
Oh my God! I hope that it's treated accordingly. I hope we see it on prime time, and it's. I mean,
well, game day will be there because the cabal is going to the SEC championship, where we're going to see yet again Alabama and Georgia. It's like this. I'll just say this: it's like the same position every night, over and over and over again. Where the number 1 and 2 team is playing, but the cabal can't go there and do their pregame show from there.
Speaking of that, and conference championships, what about the ACC? They're going, man. What did we do wrong?
No, because we got a huge long text message from my dad today, the coach, long-suffering Duke football fan.
Well, and there is that one person that's happy about this,
right? But I'm going to say this about that. It's not like they just announced these rules.
Oh, no. Listen, I get but come on.
Miami had plenty of chances to book their – SMU had a chance to be there. Got beat by a team with an interim coach and a freshman quarterback.
But as a whole, how far has the ACC fallen?
Well, it fell years ago.
It did.
When they decided, you know what? We're not a basketball conference. We're a pretend football conference. I mean, look no further. All the saber rattling that, what was it, a year ago, Pilk? From Florida State? About
2 years ago.
We're going to leave or whatever?
Yeah.
Was that a year ago?
Well, it was 2 years ago they got left out of the playoff, and that started it into last summer.
Okay, so they pretend they're big boy football.
And pretend is what they do.
Yeah, because if they were big boy football, that guy wouldn't be coming back. They can't afford to fire him.
Well, and unfortunately, the black eye on the whole conference is obviously the Belichick thing.
That's an embarrassment.
It is an absolute embarrassment. And, you kind of held hope. You go into the beginning of the season, you're thinking, all right, Clemson, all the pundits are saying Clemson's a national title contender.
Sure.
God, they played terribly.
Here's where, and people in this audience need to get the car keys out of their ears and listen. Carolina paid to get in the club.
Oh, yeah.
You can't just say, we're not going to pay it anymore, but we're still going to compete. No. You're in if you want to stay in the club, you got to pay the admittance at the door.
And going back to Clemson, Dabo kind of tried to not pay to get in it. He kind of tried to continue to do things the way he'd always done them, and it just ain't going to work.
But like here, the big comment, we wasted all this money on basketball. No, you bought your way into the club.
Mm-hmm.
You want to sit in a better seat, you better get it. Look, we can have a debate all day long, too, about roster construction there, whether it was done appropriately or not. Doesn't appear that it was. But you just to say, okay, we're Carolina had a bit of bad football. You're committed now, Jack.
No, yeah. Well,
and it's the same thing with this Kiffin thing.
Well, and it's interesting when you use the word committed. That used to actually mean like you were into it for the long term.
But
there is no. I mean, they could rescind and pull back and change their minds at a place like Carolina right now.
Sure,
they could say, "Hey, Bill, listen, thanks coming out."
But then they've got to negotiate a buyout with them.
That's correct. And there's a cost for rescission, right? Yeah, like I can back out, but and that's the thing that interests me too. Excuse me, with Kiffin's deal. From what I understand, he basically got the same buyout that they're currently paying to their former head coach. I mean, at what point do we not learn and go, hold on, you know what, we may need to structure
because in a place like that, they don't care.
Well, and you got to do it to get a guy like that.
They've got to do it to get a guy like that, and they can get the money. And as broke as that state is, they will come up with a way to find they're paying 3 guys next year.
$26 million in payroll for the football program.
And you know what? We're paying too much money worked out. Texas A&M.
it remains to be seen, but as of right now, yes.
As of right now, yes.
But there are a number of examples where it did work out.
Sure.
I mean, the Texas fiasco. I mean, now obviously they played a little better of late. Is Arch Manning worth what they're paying him?
No.
Hasn't proven it to me.
Should they be in the playoff? No.
No, I would think not. But, again, limitless funds and limitless, I guess, what would be the optimism, I guess, for lack of a better term. Like, you could buy your way, like you're saying, you could buy your way into that echelon if you want to write those checks.
Well, here's where it becomes really, really difficult. A lot of these places have endless money in the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the Big Ten has endless amounts of money. I mean, Jay Batt, blast from the past in Greenville.
Right.
He was apparently going to work this whole time because they canned their guy after he finished up with a win. They end up signing Pat Fitzgerald today.
Well, in the value of the television contracts or what the average consumer of the game, like they look at, all right, they got 90,000 people in the stadium. Listen, that's almost a break-even venture. Maybe they make a little bit on it, whatever. But the TV deals are just astronomical. And as we see more and more Netflix picking up games, Prime's picking up games, those TV deals are only going to continue to be more convoluted and more valuable.
And it's baseline spending. Nobody's saving that money for a rainy day.
No.
It's worse than the government.
Yeah, it's not. To a certain point, it feels like it's just not real money. It's just numbers on a computer screen because the dollars never back it. It's just what the budget shows. But it's crazy. When you're looking back at the Lane Kiffin thing, what's been interesting to me is, number one, the first most interesting thing to me is a number of people that I've spoken to today that act surprised.
Surprised that he left?
Surprised that he left. And I'm like, not a surprise at all. And then they question the timing. Well, if you listen to, Saban and all the guys that are, some of this is imposed by the schedule that the NCAA has, and to get out in front of the transfer portal and all the things that happen in this offseason of college football, it's timing that was almost forced on him. The statement of he should have stayed a coach whether he wanted to or not, I think is ridiculous. You certainly don't leave the fox in the hen house when you know what his intentions are. But I don't feel sorry for Ole Miss. I love the statement that people go, what about the kids? What about the kids in this?
All of a sudden they're kids.
Right. They are kids that have lawyers. They have agents. They have advisors. This is a professional sport at this point.
Sure.
Again, we don't have to like it, but it's what we've got. It's what we've got to learn to deal with. When they get paid, when they pay a running back or a quarterback, he's not a kid then. He's not a kid then. He's like, man, this dude or whatever. And it's almost like in all these stories, everybody wants to have a victim. If there's a victim in this situation, maybe you could say it's the fan base. Maybe.
Oh, it's the fan base, for sure.
But at this point, the fan base has also had 6 years of football that they've never dreamt of.
Right. And they also knew what they were getting into to a degree when they got to the Lane Kiffin.
Even if you go back and watch that, the 30 for 30 or E60, whatever it was that ESPN did, the comments made right in there, you get in bed with a snake and you're going to get bitten. And Lane Kiffin has proven to be that guy.
Yeah. So here's where I say the fan base is the victim. They're a victim of the circumstance of the way you have to hire coaches in the middle of the playoffs. Because you're right, they got 6 years of football they could never dreamt of. But the reason they got it is because they were willing to invest. They were willing to put a team on the field that was good enough to go to the college football playoff. Well, guess what? Here they are. And now we've got to hire and fire coaches before the playoffs, before the playoffs are even announced. That's the problem. Don't allow any of this crap to happen till April or something. That's the issue. And I know we got the academic calendar on that, but
no, you can't look at it like that because that's. I heard Dan Orlasky on what is that hideous show that Greenberg hosts?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, on whatever that clip is, the Greeny Hour of fun and sports, whatever it is, and poetry reading, and so that's the problem. There's no central leadership.
No.
You have, how many times we talked about this? Different agendas, because each conference has their own agenda. And even within the conference, they have their own. The most powerful people are the conference commissioners.
Well, listen.
And they are not going to give up that stroke for the good of the game or the good of the calendar or anything. They're not.
They care about the money that's going in their pockets. They couldn't give a crap less if the game's good.
We're also talking about the 12 teams this timing affects the vast minority of the teams that play Division I college football.
Yeah.
So there's no way that you make a rule to make it right for everybody. And the fact that the NCAA as a governing body has lost all of its juice. Now you truly have the inmates running the asylum.
It's funny. All of a sudden, we're worried about the how fair it is for people when it is an inherently unfair system.
I think it further lends itself to the secession of these top 50 budgets to let them go do their thing, create their own rules, play it in the environment that they want to play it in. The problem is it's going to choke out a lot of the rest of the programs. The mid-majors will suffer greatly when this TV revenue goes to one place with these top 50 budgets going to do their thing. But in order to get back to any semblance of a levelized playing field, you got to get them out of the picture because nobody else can play by those rules.
I agree with what you're saying with the level playing field, Mike. But if we're talking about the coaches being poached, can we all agree that Oklahoma football is a blue blood?
I think they were historically a blue blood.
Yeah, and then you have a coach getting poached by a historic blue blood to go to USC. Right, so even if the 50 break off and play their own brand of ball, you might still have, hey, man, I'm doing pretty darn good at Wisconsin, but Ohio State just opened up.
But that becomes their problem in their bubble.
That's true, yeah, and then which they've created.
And then at that point, if they want to make a no tampering, hey, we can't. No coaches are to be tampered with till after the playoff, whatever. Yeah. Everything could change according to they could tailor that system to be what they want it to be and what best serves them. But those rules don't apply at East Carolina from a financial standpoint. It just and you look at the a lot of this is the number of we've had 4 coaches that are leaving the AC whose teams are still at play.
2 of them have a very distinct possibility of making a playoff.
That's correct, and that's all kind of lost because it's the little brother. Right. Yeah. So just let them go right now. If you want pure college athletics, you've got the Ivy League and you've got D2 and D3.
That's about it.
That's what you got. Yeah. That's what you got. And that's just the nature of it.
It's interesting. You bring that up about the coaches leaving. How many of them are going to the SEC?
You got what? 1 to Florida?
3 of them.
Yeah. I was going to say, yeah.
That's,
I mean,
what? And look, they've done great jobs at their stops in the American, but let's look at Ryan Silverfield. He doesn't have a great conference record. He's only like 5 or 6 games above 500 conference record. They've not won the conference.
No,
they've been picked to win it every year, and a lot of that is because Memphis has made the commitment they're going to start taking football seriously.
And I think, again, going back to the alignment and making the move
he's going to Arkansas? I mean, what does that tell you if you're an Arkansas fan?
Well, I mean, it probably tells you this is the best we could afford.
They're a basketball school now.
Right. Well,
that chicken tender money is not as...
To my point with Memphis...
The Wally World money is not that strong.
Memphis, in my opinion, Memphis is trying to build a resume and has been trying to build a resume over a couple of years to still prove themselves as a viable entity at the Big Ten level, wherever it may be. Basketball is already there. If they can promote football to a point, now that makes them look like they're bigger than they really are.
Having this conversation with somebody this weekend. The team that in this conference we're in now that stands the best chance to move on, it's not Memphis, South Florida. Because very quietly last week, that institution loaned athletics. That's how they've couched it, a loan. $22 million. Where's that money going?
Yeah, pay guys.
To the 20.5 spending limit for athletics.
I think what you're seeing
they're building an on-campus facility with football. That's going to be the perfect size, between 35, 40,000 seats. And you can swing a cat and hit talent.
So when you're swinging that cat, you can also hit Miami, Florida, Florida State.
Yeah, no, I understand
FAU,
that. But there's so much talent there.
And I think that Florida football has reached a saturation point. I think, and plus we've got a national recruiting footprint now. It used to be you were kind of regionally going to where.
I understand.
But these dudes from Florida are going to Ohio State.
But
you've
gone to Ohio State. It's not working out for you.
Well, you got to count on retreads.
You're from the 407. Wait a minute. I have where I could go back home and play and get paid.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you on that, but I can tell you as a head coach and your philosophy going in, the last thing you want to do is count on retreads. You want to let's go to LSU.
Everybody counts on retreads.
Well,
what do you mean?
LSU won't count on retreads. Now they may pick up a quarterback that's a proven entity.
You will see a lot of guys on this current Ole Miss roster in Baton Rouge next year.
Yeah, but those guys aren't retreads. Those guys are following their coach. A retread's a guy where it didn't work out. It's working out pretty damn good. It's working out with Lane Kiffin.
I'm going to bet you there aren't double-digit guys leave Ole Miss to go to LSU.
All right, what are we wagering on?
A lunch.
You got it.
Yeah,
nope,
I don't think there will be. I mean, I don't think there'll be 10 guys. I really don't think Lane Kiffin thinks they're going to be good enough. I think he feels like he can out-recruit them by swinging the proverbial dead cat in the state of Louisiana, where he is the cock of the walk. There's no.
You go 3 hours and you get into Texas. I mean, it's.
And I think when you're at LSU, buddy, I don't think you recruit. I think you pick.
I understand.
I mean, I think we would all agree that's one of the top 2 or 3
what I'm saying,
programs
though,
in the world.
A place like South Florida is the one that's really positioning themselves.
I think they're making the effort, sure.
Right. That's not saying they're going to go.
Right.
But they're in a much more attractive part of the world.
What does that do for anybody's television deal, though?
I don't know if it does anything for their television deal, but if you're talking about, okay, we need to add, Florida. I mean, you want the state of Florida.
Yeah, but you've already got, again, I keep saying saturation, but that's only where I think of with Florida State, Miami.
If you're the SEC, yeah.
Right. So,
if you're the ACC, sure. If you're.
And where else would you want to go right now?
The Big 12 already has Central Florida. And it's the problem. I get here. Let me kind of, all right, we're going on. Patrick, you're trying to, whoever brought up the TV deal, what you're trying to say here, I think, is, correct me if I'm wrong, if you're already bringing in, say, $100 million in TV revenue, is ESPN going to pay you that much more because you got South Florida? Was that what you were saying?
That's exactly my point.
But I'll give you another Mike Mullis point. You got to have tackling dummies at some point.
You got to have tackling dummies.
That is a good point.
You got to have people.
Somebody's got to lose a game.
It's true. Vanderbilt ain't tackling dummies no more in the SEC.
And so you've got to have people that are willing to spend at a big level, whether they're going to be uber. That's what it's more about right now than TV markets. Are you willing to spend money on your 2 big sports?
I'm glad you brought up Vandy. See, those are the programs. I mean, we saw Duke, although they're in the ACC. Dad's a fan. I get it. But we saw Duke at an unbelievable level of high in football a couple years back, right?
Sure.
And the sustainability for Vandy, I just don't see it, man. I just don't see them being able.
Well, they've signed their guy long term, their coach, and
I think it's got so little to do with him, so much to look at what A&M went through when Manziel left. There was a huge fall off. Now, obviously, the recovery's been fine.
Sure,
but A&M goes back to being a blue blood program.
Yeah,
Vandy is not a blue blood athletic program other than baseball. Right? So, I mean, I just think reputationally,
but they have had a little bit of success here and there in basketball.
Success. Oh, in basketball.
Occasionally.
Yeah, I was going to say huge success lately.
Big success in baseball. But they also have so much money.
So I guess my point, Mike, and you're right, it will not be sustained. They're never going to be Alabama. But have they got themselves away from, maybe we're not a tackling dummy anymore. I get you're saying they're not going to be number 18 or whatever the hell they are in the country, but have they made that jump to, hey, we at least might jump up and be the snake that bites you when you ain't paying attention.
Here's why markets matter. If they can put out an entertaining product, because that has become such a transient city full of people that weren't born there, that are looking to latch onto that kind of Southern SEC football culture because it's a fun thing to do. I mean, kids don't apply to Ivy League now in droves. They apply to these SEC schools because it's fun and cool to go there.
I get that, but I think Vandy in the fun and cool list is down there quite a bit.
I'm just talking about if you're some dope from California that's in the music world and you move there and you're looking for something to do on a Saturday.
Listen,
you'll buy tickets to go to the Vandy game.
I think their success literally is Pavia.
Oh, yeah.
And not just how he plays, but what he brings to that locker room and all the off the field.
He might get another year. Who knows?
He very well could. But it's one of those deals where you're like, man, if there was an MVP, and I guess that would be the Heisman, arguably, of college football. He's the Heisman.
He should be.
He should. I mean, take him off that team, and they don't do what they've done.
No.
I mean, he is the difference.
Yep.
singularly.
All right.
That was fun.
Good to see you, Mike.
Yeah, always good.
The great Mike Mullis here with us at Tiebreakers.
Have a great show tonight with Coach. Celebrate the big
Coach
win.
Harrell's coming in. Who else is coming in? Sam Dankus?
I hope Coach got more sleep than me. He left at halftime last night. I stayed for the whole thing. I'm still groggy.
Wait a minute. Say that again?
Coach was there on the field before the game with Jaquan. Or Jaquan, I guess.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. And he came and stayed for the first half, and then they bounced.
He probably had a little different travel arrangement.
I'm sure he did, yeah.
The always anonymous.
We was 5 people slumming it in one little forerunner, and
I feel pretty confident. He probably.
But you know what? Blake Harrell would have been the type of guy if he didn't. He'd have rode in the forerunner with you.
Oh, no question.
Yeah. But he didn't have anything else going on, and we invited him.
Yeah, I don't think he would have had to have done that.
No. The always anonymous text line agrees with me wholeheartedly. They say,
is that your dad?
No, they say ESPN's tanking.
Look, but TV revenue does not just come from
It's just not right now. There's Fox.
In this world,
there's Apple.
There's Netflix. There's Prime. There's the
CBS,
SEC network. There's
NBC.
all right. That's my exact point. Is that they don't have to lean on ABC, CBS, NBC, and ESPN.
Well, there's
anymore.
all of them. They're all competing.
That's right.
Because the only thing that people
drives
bother
dollars.
watching on any of those things now are live, especially on traditional television, linear TV. Over the air, the only ratings winners now are live events.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just the TV money drives this deal in some capacity. Sure. It is the jet fuel.
Yeah. All right, good points, Mike. Good to see you, buddy.
Answer to every question's money. Then just give me the question. So.
All right, when we come back, Szoke, all right, Jim Szoke will join us when we return. Great to have Mike Mullis on. Pilk also will get positioned on the camera. And there he is, ladies and gentlemen. Did you get hung up? There he is.
Yeah.
All right, we'll come back. I want you to eat some crow.
What?
You were gloom and dooming it for your boys last week.
Prove me wrong. They put themselves in position to win a game. One team made mistakes, the other didn't. They didn't make the mistakes.
You're schizophrenic.
Yeah.
And I don't think they have the worst quarterback in the NFL right now. He's still not great.
Yeah, he's still not.
But he was outstanding yesterday. I thought he was really good yesterday.
I thought he was good enough.
And that's maybe all he needs to be.
That's all you need to be to win games. Not all you got to be to win championships. Brad Johnson, Trent Dilfer, and the Punky QB known as McMahon ain't winning championships. Baby.
Quit moving the goalposts. Just be happy that they knocked off the hottest team.
That's the point. It's going to put you in purgatory because you're not going to be bad enough to get good.
Are you saying they're going to be like the Steelers?
Yeah, they're going to go 9-8 every darn year since they last lost the Super Bowl 15 years ago.
I think you'd take 9 wins right now in a heartbeat.
Oh, I would. Yeah, because of how bad we've been. But then you don't want to get stuck in that.
I understand.
Forever.
But they are stuck in it in Pittsburgh. All right, when we come back, the great Philip, the Ref Pilkington, and I will be joined by the one and only Jim Szoke. What are you doing looking at the board? What are you're going to make some changes.
No, I'm just we got to clean up as much as we can between breaks.
All right. Shout out Dom Kostolki. Shout out intern DeMarco. Doing a great job back in the studio. Stay tuned, and we will have Coach Harrell with us here during Inside Pirate Athletics tonight. Sam Danka will be here.
There you go.
Marlon's Gun's going to be here.
Like it.
There's another one. Who else is going to be here tonight? Anthony Smith. How can I forget? All right. So we'll come back. It was great to see Yannick Smith out there the other day, by the way.
It was.
So, all right. We will continue on, and Jim Szoke on the other side.
This is about you, your family, and the health of all who live in Eastern North Carolina. This is about the transformation of a health system into something more powerful and more human. About creating new ways to treat disease and keep you well. This is about ECU Health, which is to say, it's really all about you. ECU Health. Minds, hearts, purpose.
You have a choice when you invest in insurance, and when you choose First State Insurance Advisors, you're working with people you can trust. Clark Stallings has deep ties in the community. His team, including Keaton Smith, Regina Asby, Phil Leva, Max Joyner Jr., Max Joyner III, and Ginger Smith, provides knowledgeable and professional advice. First State Insurance Advisors is an independent insurance agency. They offer all types of personal insurance as well as various types for business. Call or email First State Insurance Advisors today. We want to be your trusted choice agency.
At Parker's Barbecue, our family has been serving your family for 3 generations.
For that, we say thank you.
Blessing families every Thursday. Kids eat free all day. That's the Parker's way.
Legendary food served from our 3 locations. Always quick, always delicious. That's the Parker's way.
At Parker's, our mission is to impact our customers through Christ-like service in a way that feeds them both physically and spiritually. That is the Parker's way.
Acre Station Meat Farm, along with Lane Angus Beef, bring you Farm to Fork Beef.
Stock your freezers now with affordable beef boxes, just in time for the grilling season.
Farm to Fork Beef brings quality local beef to your family. From your traditional butcher shop, Acre Station Meat Farm. Come on down to Acre Station Meat Farm and find out why we're #1 in fresh cuts and friendly service.
Acre Station Meat Farm, Highway 32 North, Pinetown.
Storm season is approaching. North Carolina weather can damage your roof, and before long, a small leak can turn into a big problem. Your home is one of your biggest investments, so protect it with Wells Home Improvements.
We work with all insurance companies for a hassle-free roof installation experience. Call us today and get 10% off your roof installation when you mention this commercial.
252-227-8403 or visit us online at wellshomeimprovements.com. Wells Home Improvements. Local, honest, dependable.
Remember, get the podcast of the show on the IBX Media app or where you get your podcasts.
I listen on my Apple Watch.
Smart speaker.
Listen while you work.
I listen everywhere.
The Patrick Johnson Show on 94.3 The Game.
All right, welcome back. David Horn working feverishly. Tree Roundtree's working feverishly. Behind the scenes, this is Inside Pirate Athletics coming up tonight. Allie's back after being gone last week. Philip Pilkington's here. And Jim Szoke is on the phone with us here. Thank you, Allie. Jim Szoke on the phone with us here. Panthers Radio Network. Panther Talk tonight at 7 on 94.3 The Game. And then, of course, Jim will be calling the bowl game for the ECU Sports Network, wherever that would be. Do you have a preference and date, Jim Szoke, for a bowl destination?
No. Whenever they call, I'll be there. Whatever day, I'll be there. We're going to do it.
You know, Jim, there's some bowl tie-ins on the 27th. That's a Saturday. I'm going to go on a limb and say the Seahawks-Panthers game will be flexed to that day. It's one of 5 games that can be flexed. They're going to choose 3 of them, 2 of which I know are crap teams. So, you know, you and I cannot clone ourselves. We can't be in 2 places at one time. So can you work your magic to not have us play on the 27th so that we can go to the Seahawks-Panthers game?
If I have anything to say and do with it, I will. Otherwise, you may just have to have one of my travel weekends that are not always as easy as they might appear to be.
Jim Szoke with us here. Could they boost Szoke back in the studio a little bit? Yeah, if you guys can't boost Szoke a hair, we're losing him a little bit on the back end. So just whatever you can do to maybe boost Szoke to us. We had some technical gremlins earlier, Szoke, that we had to work through. So, but we did, and we got on. We are tiebreakers, but this was a back in the at network control.
Not Dom's fault. I do want to preface.
Yeah, no.
Not Dom's
this
fault.
Was this went up the food chain. So, yeah. Well, so you know, Just as long as they don't go to Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, they won't.
Yeah,
That's too low on the
because-
pecking order for an 8-win team out of the American. They will not.
I would hope it would be.
Yeah, they're not going to Myrtle Beach.
But there's going to be some real horse trading going on because of the
Not
SEC
really Myrtle Beach.
situation and just, not having enough teams to. So I am like you. I really do hope it's not.
Yeah.
Liberty Bowl I could deal with. Nothing wrong with that. Gasparilla would be okay just because it's Tampa and it's warm.
Yeah.
But we will see. So, Jim, two wins that you were a part of this weekend from the call standpoint. Both impressive in their own way. We'll start with the Pirates first. I mean, just all gas, no brakes, and I thought that was the thing that really stood out. And then I know some people were griping and moaning about, we didn't score in the second half. Didn't need to. And here's the other headline, nor did FAU score in the second half. So, look, smart thing, everybody just get the heck out of there, try to get out of that thing without injuries. But, man, what a job by ECU to come out and really, as they were talking about afterwards, and as you guys talked about, creating your own energy.
Exactly. There were, of course, Thanksgiving weekend.
Do we lose Jim?
Draw a lot to do.
I don't know.
Hello?
Tom said all our volumes are maxed now.
Okay. Well, we don't have Szoke, Dominic.
It's a whack day. Started when we came. Dude, we came in for Steven's show, coming in hot from DC, and it was,
Anything that can go wrong has.
Oh yeah, it was. You'd have thought that somebody went in there was cutting electrical wires.
Oh, wait a minute. We had Szoke for a minute. Szoke, are you there? Testing Jim Szoke. What? Oh, that was him hanging up in disgust. Well, see, Dom, if we can get Szoke back on, we'll make another run at it.
So anyways, Patrick, while we're waiting on Szoke, Dom,
hello, Pilk.
If you flash the two things up on the screen with Jim's, that's how we'll know. So if you get Jim's on, do that, please, and that's how we'll know.
All right.
Yeah.
Rest of the week, Maryland Eastern Shore tomorrow, 7 o'clock for men's basketball. We'll go from 5 to 6:30.
Yep.
We will have a Harrell Huddle for you. If it's not tomorrow, it'll be Wednesday. And we might pivot that to Wednesday, Philip.
Okay. That would be a shortened show Wednesday. Is that correct?
Correct.
Women's basketball.
Because Wednesday we've got women's basketball.
He should be back.
And that will be for. Okay. Hey, Szoke, how are you?
Can you hear me?
There we go. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jim, about this. I told you there were gremlins. I told you that. But no, I just on the ECU front, impressive win, creating their own energy, and really putting the debacle that was San Antonio totally in the rear view.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I was about to say you needed David Horn there, but then I realized that David Horn will have to come and work more, so I'm not going to make him come fix it. It's 42-3, like you said, at halftime and finished that way, but 5 takeaways is a ridiculous number to have for the defense, 4 sacks in the game, and then obviously offensively putting up all those points in the first half. So, yeah, exactly. You kind of completely flipped the script from the San Antonio game the week before, and that's how you want to finish out the regular season. You already had a bowl game of some sort locked in, but to get to 8 wins was big, obviously. That hadn't been done in 11 years in the regular season. First time to get 6 in the American Conference. And it should, I guess, in theory, improve what bowl game you're going to overall. So we'll see how that turns out. But that was a really, really dominant performance.
So, Jim, Caton Hauser, again, the honor roll for the American Conference this week. Probably not going to be a first-team guy, but, I think certainly is one of the better quarterbacks in the American. You've seen a lot over the last year and a half that Caton's been a starter as far as conference quarterbacks, and this year you've seen good amount of them. Where do you rank kind of Caton right now in the American as far as, quarterbacks and impactful quarterbacks as far as winning goes?
Oh, yeah, no doubt. I think he's in the top 2 or 3, and I think he accounted for 4 touchdowns in the win, 2 on the ground, and 2 passing in the game last week. And just, again, a guy that takes care of the football, too, while throwing as much as he does. I mean, the number of interceptions are so low. Didn't have an interception in the game at FAU on Saturday. And that's what you really want. I mean, a guy that could throw it that much, throw it deep, be trusted, and not turn the ball over very often is really great. So, yeah, I mean, definitely when you look around the conference, he's definitely top 2, 3. We talked about Retzlaff in the past and some other guys, but to me, I think he's right up there with anybody.
You know, it was also great to see Marlon Gunn have that kind of game to wrap up his regular season career as a Pirate.
First time running for 100 yards?
Yeah, that was awesome to see. Yeah. And Marlon is one of those great personalities. He was so good he's getting the Mike Wright treatment. He was so good last week on Inside Pirate Athletics, Jim. They're bringing him back this week.
There you go. And you guys will feed him, so that's good. That's probably another reason.
That's always helpful. Yes. Yeah.
I think so, too. But, yeah, Marlon, when you've got the guys they've got in that backfield that can run it, and then, London Montgomery obviously is out there first. But Marlon Gunn, you hit a defense with that, and then sometimes Engelman. In this case, it was Parker Jenkins who carried it a couple times. But you usually get a dose of at least 3 running backs out there on top of what Caton Hauser did. I mean, Caton was basically his own running back half the game this past week. He carried it 11 times and had the 2 touchdowns there. So 56 rushing attempts. That's what you want. When you get a big lead like that, just salts it away in the second half. And it was great to see Marlon go out with a great regular season finish like that.
And then Ryan Roseborough has come a long way since he would eat M&Ms in between touchdowns at JP2.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he got any M&Ms or not.
I hope somebody gave it to him. Maybe, I hope
while they were playing.
Why not? Beast Mode used to eat Skittles on the sideline while they were playing.
That was a cool thing to see. I also thought, Jim, it was great to see Tegan Wilk come in. He's been so close this year on some interceptions. I know he's had some in the latter part of the year, but there's a couple that at times this year he had his hands and he would drop. So it was really great to see him get the pick and then the big return on that interception.
Yeah, actually, we asked about that in the post-game show. It's funny you brought that up because he won early in the year, and he had a lot of pass breakups that could have been. Try to think which game it was where he had like 2 he dropped in the same half of the game, but still broke up the pass plays there. So his second interception, and he didn't feel like he felt like his old high school days. He felt when he weighed a lot less than he does now. He had to bulk up for college football to be the weight he's at, but it was great to see him get that second one and, like you said, make a nice return, get 30, 40 yards out of it.
And then how about yesterday, Jim, the Panthers with the win against the Rams? And I mean, that's a legitimate team they beat. I know, there were some turnover issues with Stafford that maybe were slightly uncharacteristic, but it just was, what an outstanding win that was yesterday. And I think when we look back, everybody talks about, you're going to look back at that loss to New Orleans. Well, I think if the season winds up, because, I mean, it's right all there right now for Carolina.
Yeah.
They should, after the off week, be able to have an easier time with the Saints than they did. The Saints ain't sneaking up on them. They're going to have Tampa twice. They're going to have Tampa twice. So, I mean, they really dictate. What more could you ask for at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah, you control your own destiny. You're half a game back of first, which is Tampa Bay right now. You've got 2 games with the Buccaneers. Saints, as you said, coming out of the bye week in 2 weeks from now. You got Seattle in there, another quality opponent. But, you're right. Stafford came into that game and had, not thrown a pick in, 8-9 games, 27 in a row with touchdowns against interceptions. And then, Derek Brown had his hand on 2 of those takeaways. He had the deflected pass that was picked off by Nick Scott in the end zone. They forces the fumble, obviously, on that last series they had, picked up by DJ Wanham. And then Mike Jackson with the pick 6 in the middle. So, I mean, I thought it wasn't like Stafford messed up. I felt like the Panthers defense, earned all of those. It made those happen. And again, I thought both running backs were a key. In this case, I think we're seeing now, and Chuba said this after the game, Chuba's now healthy. He said he didn't really feel right until last week, and now this week, coming back from that calf injury. And now we saw that he came back probably too soon. Rico was playing great, but now you got both guys when they come out of the bye week, should be 100% healthy, getting ready for that stretch run. The 2 of them carrying the ball 35 times combined in the game yesterday was a big key.
Jim, I like that, but I'm totally okay with the 1-2 punch. A lot of great teams have 1-2 punches. We think of Jim Kick and Larry Zonka. Even go back to those guys having 1-2 punch. And the the Lions have it. There's college teams that have it. But, Jim, do you think we still stay away from that alternating drive thing? Like, it's my drive, it's your drive? Because I'll be honest with you, Jim, I couldn't hear the broadcast yesterday because I was in a bar up in Virginia. Did they do the one drive A, drive B, or was it kind of just filtering guys in based off, scenarios? Because if you do that, I feel like it's a little better than just my drive, your drive.
It was a little bit more within the drive. It was more like Rico Dowdle first and second down, Chuba on third down. So it wasn't like alternating series by any means. So they were definitely mixing it between the two of them. And again, in this case, Chuba had a more effective day as far as his yards per carry, but I thought Rico was just as impactful, just wasn't able to break off a long run like he has. He had the one run that's like 17 yards, but everything else was pretty bottled up. But I thought those added up over the course of the game just because it kept the LA Rams offense on the sideline for so long because they're able to control the clock and keep possession as long as they did.
Hey, Jim, thanks a lot. Always great to talk to you. Appreciate your patience and flexibility, and we'll catch you next week at some point. Thanks a lot, man.
You got it. Thank you.
All right, the great Jim Szoke with us here. All right, we'll take a break, come back. Pilk and I will wrap up this edition of Inside Pirate Athletics. Thank you for being with us here on this, or wrap up the Patrick Johnson Show ahead of Inside Pirate Athletics. I tell you what, I am out of it today.
This day's off, man.
More so than normal. More so than, everybody, he always sounds spacey and he's not prepared.
Just tongue-tied. I wouldn't say you're unprepared. I say you're tongue-tied.
Today, I'm just spacey. Yeah. I'm like Henry Hinton. Like on Planet Out There. All right, coming back, we're going to wrap up the show and finish setting the table for the week ahead, and then have Inside Pirate Athletics. This is the Patrick Johnson Show.
Hurry to Greenville Toyota for model year-end savings on a Camry. Just $229 a month. $229 a month. Or new RAV4, $279 a month. $279 a month. Only during our model year-end move-out. Right now at Greenville Toyota.
Your confidence makes everything look good. You see the world in vivid color, not black and white. Swing through your neighborhood Fantastic Sam's Cut in Color. And let our experienced stylists take you from everyday to extraordinary.
Fantastic Sam's hair salons are locally owned and operated. Our full-service salons are conveniently located in Goldsboro, Kinston, Greenville, New Bern, Jacksonville, and Calabash. Stop in today at Fantastic Sam's, where the possibilities are endless.
You know what the problem is with standard belts? Usually you have to choose between too tight or the opposite, too loose. But with Anson Belt & Buckle, you don't have to choose. We got rid of the holes and instead have a track system designed for micro-adjustability. That way you can enjoy a perfect fit every time. Anson Belt & Buckle. Find your perfect fit today.
Daughtridge Gas and Oil has been your dependable propane supplier for 95 years. Their trained technicians can service and properly install all your propane and natural gas appliances. Plus, Daughtridge Gas and Oil is your backyard expert with fire pits, grills, smokers, and more, including quality outdoor furniture at their Greenville Patio and Hearth Shop at 1901 Charles Boulevard. Go by and see the knowledgeable staff at Daughtridge Gas and Oil for propane delivery or call 756-1345.
Other restaurants claim their food is fresh and fast, but are they friendly? At Moore's, you're treated like family the minute you walk into their doors. With locations in Winterville, New Bern, Swansboro, Morehead City, and Jacksonville. We've been practicing what we preach since 1945. At Moore's, our barbecue is slow cooked and smoked over real wood daily until it's so tender it's falling off the bone. Combined with our fresh chicken, cooked-to-order seafood, and homemade fixins, we're sure you'll agree. If it's not Moore's, it's less.
It's Greenville Toyota's model year-end move-out. Save on a new Corolla, just $149 a month. $149 a month. Or new Tacoma, $249 a month. $249 a month. Now get a move on and save at Greenville Toyota.
Listen up. He's talking now.
Sorry, thought we were vibing.
The Patrick Johnson Show on 94.3 The Game.
All right, welcome in. We get ready to wrap up the show here. What do we got, Pilk?
About 2 minutes.
Okay. Dom, just hit me with music when we need to wrap it. So tomorrow at Minji's Hall of Fame area, Dom Szoke will be there with me. Pilk in the studio's 90-minute edition. So tune in. We'll get you ready for basketball. We'll do a top 5, et cetera, et cetera. Wednesday, we will be on from 5 to 5:30 back at the stadium or the arena.
Yeah.
And then off Thursday, come back on Friday with a normal studio edition of the Patrick Johnson Show. Next week, by the way, there might be a few dates I'm in studio.
Okay.
Because Talk of the Town next week.
Gotcha.
For the Big Hen. And they've got brand new lighting.
Yeah, they do.
And it looks really good, actually.
I was trying to turn the lighting into use on Steven's show today, and I was told that those lights weren't for me. I got yelled at.
Really?
Yeah, I have to use the old lights.
So you can't
turn them. They got like the thick steel wiring that won't let you turn them to.
But you can put Steven has lights.
Yeah, he does. He's got the old lights.
Well, he's not a handsome guy.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I mean...
Yeah.
All right, thanks to Mike Mullis. Thanks to Jim Szoke. Thanks to Pilk. Thanks to Dom back in the studio. Intern...
DeMarco.
Yeah, DeMarco. Thank you, too. See you tomorrow from Minji's and Inside Pirate Athletics. Top of the hour here on 94.3 The Game.